Hey guys, welcome to the Crypto Crunch, your one-stop shop for everything crypto. It's pretty late here in India, but I see that the market is down and I see a little bit of a panic selling and panic getting created. I know I don't have a lot of audience at this point of time, but for those people who are following me, it's important for me to tell them that this is more of a panic selling. There is nothing wrong with the market. In fact, these corrections are really healthy for a bull run. So as you can see in the last 24 hours, the Bitcoin is correcting a bit, and it's because of this that most of the market is down. There's no major news for any particular coin. I did go through the last 2-3 days news. There was one news yet for yesterday, wherein it basically specifies that the Indian cabinet has approved the bill to seek ban on crypto-linked Ponzi schemes. Now, guys, if you understand, this is a fantastic news. I don't understand why anybody would misinterpret it and would consider it as a bad news. People don't understand the difference between what is a Ponzi scheme and what is a crypto-linked Ponzi scheme. So trust me, there are a lot of Ponzi schemes going around in India, and I'm sure they are going around in all the parts of the world. BitConnect was one of the biggest scheme, which was a Ponzi scheme. There are a lot of schemes. I personally have received calls more than thrice for coins like Dakado. There are several other Ponzi schemes which are going around. There are Ponzi schemes which basically say that they are into mining and they commit certain confirmed percentage or rate of interest on those mining contracts. Now you need to understand, guys, these things are not possible. Nobody can predict whether you're going to be profitable or not in mining, especially in Bitcoin mining. And what you need to understand, you'll never be profitable right from the first month. Okay, so these are basically Ponzi schemes, and it's really good if the governments and the authorities are uniting and basically trying to curb them. This is what we saw in United States. This is what we are seeing in other countries like Germany, Russia, and India. So these are good signs. Basically, nobody is saying that they are banning cryptocurrencies. The governments and the authorities are changing their notions towards cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin in general, right? Another news which I saw basically was a 2-day old news wherein Bangladesh authorities are on hunt for Bitcoin traders. So again, this could be a true news or false. I'm not 100% sure of it. But what you need to understand is Bangladesh is relatively a smaller economy and their impact on global economy is not that great. Plus, I don't see this as a major impact for the FUD created or the a little bit of correction that we are seeing today, right? As a matter of fact, every way that I go, I see good news. So Bitcoin fee has basically come down to 6-month low, and it's basically undermining Bitcoin Cash. So again, a fabulous news, and we just need not see this on news. We can go and basically check it out ourselves. So if you look at the mempool is clearing. You can see a drastic fall in the mempool, right? Mempool size in MB you see, which basically indicates there are lesser outstanding transactions, right? So transactions are being faster. You can check out the fee. The fee has come down to what it historically was, right? Vis-a-vis the cost of a Bitcoin, if you compare, these are the times when Bitcoin was basically close to $1,000. And the fee has come down with almost 10 times increase in the Bitcoin price. The fee is basically down to the same level. So these are basic indications wherein you can see how low the Bitcoin fee has come. This is where we were a few months back, right? If you see the development that's happening on the Bitcoin backend, you can check out their GitHub activity. I mean, if you compare the GitHub activities of different projects, the y-axis of Bitcoin indicates 100, right? As compared to the y-axis of Ethereum, which is 25, as compared to Ripple y-axis, which is 10. These indicate the commits that are happening in GitHub, right? Now, GitHub is your open source repository wherein coders and developers from different parts of the world can basically collate their final product. They integrated and they basically I would say they basically submit their work as a final product in GitHub, which can be used by other coders of different projects. That's the beauty, and it can be even tested. So that's the beauty of open source technologies. Most of the technologies, the blockchain technology itself is an open source technology, which has its massive plus points. If you guys want to know more about it, you can let me know in the comments, and I can probably have a different video altogether for this, right? So without going too much into technicality and trying to keep the video short, I'll be telling you the basic or the surface level details. So again, if you see, there is no major hype about Bitcoin as well. So this is the Google trend of past 12 months worldwide. So out here, we are somewhere out here, which is again quite low, which again indicates that there is no major hype. So hype can result in both massive increase in prices, at times even loss in prices, but majority of the time, if you see, the Bitcoin will follow the hype creation, right? The price of Bitcoin will follow this trend. If you want to see, I'll try and show it to you as well. So this is basically the trend line of a Bitcoin versus USD. This is what you can probably see, right? So as I said, there is no major news, no problem. The transactions are better. I don't see any major challenge. If you look at the number of Bitcoin addresses that have been created, it has now basically gone ahead to close to 24 million. Now, when I started just 1.5 years back, it was less than a million Bitcoin addresses. So these are all fabulous indication Bitcoin is on the right track, but unnecessary FUD at times is created. Also, there is a little bit of technical analysis. As I said, I'm not the person whom you should be watching when it goes to technical analysis, but I'll show you some of the tweets of some technical analysts. So I follow this account. It's an anonymous account which goes by the name of Bitcoin India, and it's a fabulous analysis that he has shown. I mean, today he again retweeted saying, reiterating his previous tweet. But if you check his previous tweet, it basically indicates that the Bitcoin is poised to give a breakout. Volume and timing seems perfect. This tweet was basically made on 20th Feb, right? So almost 3 days back. And it basically says that it can retrace to 9,500 to 10,000 level. But wave 3 of Elliott waves will take it past to 20k mark. So on your toes, people, right? So Elliott wave is a theory. I'll just summarize it very quickly without making it too long. And before I go to that, I would also want to show another brilliant technical analyst which I've seen. He goes by the name of Mr. Eliseo Rastani. Now he's claiming the exact same claim probably yesterday, right? Now he also says that I believe Eliseo Rastani is saying BTC will start wave 5. Now just to give you a little bit of background of how Elliott waves look. So it basically indicates that initial run, the bull run and the bear run patterns are predictive, right, in technical analysis. Again, I repeat, I'm not a technical analyst. I basically analyze my coins and my investments on fundamental basis, right? But these could be, this retraction that you see could be basically, this is where we are. So this is a slight retraction which was predicted by certain technical analysts 2 or 3 days back also. This is a time where Bitcoin was basically into 11,000, 11,500 level. At that point of time, this gentleman did predict that it might go down. It might go to the level of 9,500 to 10,000. And today he reiterates that basically the uptrend is still intact, right? This is a generic Elliott wave, and this is how you can see, right? So if you see, this is wave 1 out here. It goes down sharply. It goes down sharply here. Then a huge wave. This is a huge wave, right? And then gradual decrease, if you could read it. This is again a gradual decrease. And now we are poised to go for a wave 5, which will basically take out the peak of wave 3, which indicates that it will take out the peak of 20,000 mark, right? So guys, without making this video too long, I would really want to tell you guys that there's nothing to panic. Few things which are not under our control is actually at times such corrections will be good, it will be healthy, it will give an entry point to more people, and that's how strong bull markets are made. That's how, that's the reason these guys, the technical analysts, are poised to predict these, because they have seen such patterns, they have seen such movements in the past, right? So until unless there is a major news, a major problem that you can see, which I did predict back in the time of December, in November, when I said there was unnecessary hype, something, and the fundamentals were not in line with the price of Bitcoin. I don't see any such problem now, and honestly, I think this will be a good time to buy your Bitcoins on dips, because we are poised for a bull run, and this bull run can be the previous highs of Bitcoin, right, guys? So, without making the video too long, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great day. Keep strong. Do not do any kind of panic selling, and do not forget that we are here for long run, and in long run, cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin are going to do well, right? So have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.